Santos made his move today. He reached out to a former acquaintance, Luke Spencer.
I know Spencer. He is one intractable bastard. What's the offer?
Sonny and I meet on Thursday, discuss a truce.
Where?
Undecided. A place we can both agree on.
Sonny's figured out you and I work together. Now he'll make you an offer and try to freeze me out.
How do you want to play it?
All right. Call Spencer and arrange a meeting. And let him know it was his efforts that convinced you to discuss a truce with Sonny. Nice and pleasant, right? Sonny's never gonna make that meeting. You're gonna have him killed on the way.
Thanks for meeting me, Maxie.
Are you okay? Of course you're not. You know, when Georgie died, I walked around in a fog for weeks.
Yeah.
I wish I could tell you that that was going to go away.
Thank you. Claudia and Georgie, they're light years apart from each other. When you get a kid shot in the head, you don't exactly win friends, you know.
Still, she was your sister. And you're allowed to grieve and miss her. Don't apologize for that.
Thank you, Maxie. For everything that you've done through this, I won't forget it.
At least now you kind of know what happened. You know, you don't have to walk around wondering if Claudia's still out there. I think that's why I told you about the blood on Sonny's shirt, just to give you some sort of closure.
Yeah, about that. Nobody can know about what you saw. Who else knows, Maxie, that you saw Sonny with blood on his clothes the night that Claudia disappeared?
I didn't tell anyone, okay? Well, I mean, I thought about telling Mac, but, you know, he's so desperate to break up me and Spinelli works for Jason. I figured whatever happened to Claudia, Sonny was probably involved, so it would just be best for everyone who was concerned to just keep my mouth shut. How often do you hear me say that?
That was a good instinct, all right? Sonny can never know you were a witness.
Wait, but why would you say something like that? I mean, Sonny would never do anything to me. At least, I don't think he would, and Jason definitely wouldn't, because Spinelli is his best friend and most loyal employee.
Maxie, I work with these guys. First priority for Sonny and Jason is to protect their own asses. You can tie them to Claudia's murder. That makes you a threat.
I think that you're overreacting.
Sonny and Jason will do anything and everything they can to stay out of prison. Don't put yourself in a position where they have to get rid of you.
2 visits in the same month. To what do I owe this honor?
I don't want you to avenge Claudia's death.
I would think you'd be pleased that I was finally stepping up as Claudia's father.
I'm warning you. You launch an attack on Sonny's business or his people, I will take Sonny's side.
Give me a minute to remove the knife from my heart.
This isn't an idle threat. Ignore what I'm saying, and you will never see me again.
You know, even I was a little surprised at how angry and full of grief I was when I heard about your sister. And then after the first wave of grief passed, I realized that there's nothing to be gained from revenge. Claudia brought her own death down on herself. And now it's over.
And what about Sonny?
I despise that man. But this is the nature of the business we're in. If ignoring Sonny means I can keep my son, then live and let live.
Were you waiting long? I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get away at all. Kate is sponsoring the first American show of this major artist, and she wants me to be in charge of all the arrangements. But when you asked me to meet you, I figured it was probably important, so I thought I would get down here. Is it about Lulu? Good instincts, because Dominic, whew, all wrong for her. I mean, yeah, he's cute and sexy, but Lulu seems to think he's irresistible.
Yeah, I wasn't worried, but thanks for that. called about a case I'm on. I wanted to meet here because I didn't want Mac to get all worked up, especially if there's nothing to worry about.
Oh, fun. Yeah, I've always wanted to be a person of interest.
The guy that services Kate Howard's pool told me that you met with him outside her gate at 3:30 in the morning on November 5th, so I'm wondering who else you saw that night.
Like who?
Like Sonny. Any chance you saw him coming or going the night his wife vanished?